If the court delivers judgment against Nnamdi Kanu, what do you think will happen?
I don't know what will happen. Personally, I have done my own. I have participated. I've been in this matter since 2015. I have gone to abroad on 3 occasions. I presented the case at IBA. I have done what I'm supposed to do. If Justice James Omotosho said that you want to convict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I would like to know the basis on by which you are going to convict him. That one is one. Then 2, the resultant effects, that I don't know, because I don't know what will be in your mind. I don't know what will be in my mind. On my own, I cannot fight. But I will also advise that they should go on appeal. I will advise him to go on appeal. But what other people are planning, that I don't know.
Our guest on today's edition of the program is Barrister Maxwell Opara, PhD. Let's start from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When last did you see him, and how is his spirit?
I was with him yesterday. After the program now, I'm still going to see him. He's waiting for me now.
And then, of course, is his spirit broken in any form ahead of the judgment coming on the 20th?
Oh, I don't know the kind of species that that man is. Honestly, Nnamdi Kanu is. The only thing there is that, there is nobody that will pass what he has passed through, physically, mentally, for how many years now, and still stand firm. His own is the worst. Name all the great freedom fighters, apart from those that were assassinated, none passed through what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu passed through. In Kenya, he was chained legs and hands for 7 days with big generator and near his window. Big lights. No water, no anything. For 7 good days. You can't pass such a thing. When he was brought back here, there at the DSSS, he was in solitary confinement. People don't understand what solitary confinement is all about. Where only you, in a particular small room, only you will be there from morning to night. So anytime I'm discussing with him, I'll be looking at him. He don't even know what I'm still. So he's doing his best, knowing what the struggle he is into and the monsters that he's fighting against. So that is just it.
Well, we have just few days to the judgment and a lot of permutations. We know there are also cases about staying that particular judgment, and the court also say that they will go ahead.
The president have said it. Oh, you don't know the reason why the president said that? I don't do cash and carry justice and distancing myself. Make sure that you give judgment that has to do with your integrity. It is a very big message. There was a judge in this country, the court justice Ebo. He allowed himself to be messed up by President Obasanjo's government. Obasanjo messed him up. And he died and buried. The other judge, what's the name? Justice Kafarati. I think Kafarati is of the Federal High Court. The one that used motion ex parte to proscribe IPOB, terrorist organization. He allowed Buhari and Tinubu and Buhari and Malami as Attorney General to mess him up. He's dead and buried. See, let me tell you, as a judge, you don't allow anybody to mess you up. Don't allow politicians to mess you up. Politicians has a limited time. At worst, in 2031, at worst, President Tinubu will leave that office and another president will come. Whatever judgment you delivered will be there. Whether you like a Charlie Boy or you hate Charlie Boy. Anytime Charlie Boy enters any place, one thing will open door for him. When he mentioned the name Oputa, the name Oputa will open gate for him. Karibi White, Kayode Esho, Namekaku JAC, and Agolo JAC, name them. Those who delivered judgment that we're even reading today. Sir, Madukola and Kendelem, the principle of jurisdiction, that judgment was given in 1963. Still tomorrow, we are still singing it as an anthem. So why should you allow a politician to mess you up? Why should you allow your government to mess you up? Must you do a case? You can, without compulsion that you must do a case. Because whatever judgment you are delivered, it will be there. Till tomorrow, I was in Spain. When we were talking about judicial, where some Nigerians gathered in Malaga, Spain, we are discussing. They said the judiciary, Nigeria judiciary that said that the first is number 4. Why number 4 is the first? Are you seeing that thing? It has been there. Justice Cecil of the blessed memory, a punished man, an upright man that I know. He taught me a lot of evidence. Very upright man. Only one thing, just destroy Justice Cecil's name. The case of Ahmed Lawan. Somebody who never participated in primaries, you declare him winner. And Justice Nweze delivered that judgment. The same Justice Nweze delivered the lead judgment against the case of Emeka Ihedioha. He was only dissenting judgment in that distance. And he said, this judgment we gave will continue to haunt us. That is dissenting judgment. But only one has covered the good things Nweze did. I know why I'm saying this thing. Because we are saying it because of those that are alive. As a judge, you don't allow anybody to mess you up. When somebody said that he hates Maxwell, simply because Maxwell is an activist, bundle Maxwell, push him to your court, do, tell him that I'm not doing. What did this man do? I'm not doing. Especially when you know that they want to witch hunch. When you know that this particular person, this man is not a terrorist. You know that he's not a terrorist. You know that this man is not a terrorist. Probably he made a comment out of annoyance or whatever thing, and you now declare him a terrorist. And they're trying him as a result of terror. You don't do that. Who is that person that's pushing you? You are not considering your own self, your personality. You're not considering your wife. You're not considering your husband. You're not considering your children. You're not considering your in-laws. How do you go to bed and sleep? That's what the president is telling them. When something is happening, you ask yourself, so this thing is happening as a result of myself. Was it not last month or last 2 months where the president gave Sarowa and all those Ogoni 9 award? Who is the judge that passed that judgment that Abacha gave the Abacha that judicial authority to court Sarowa? Who was the judge? Who was that prosecutor who prosecuted Sarowa and they used a machine to cut their neck? And now everybody knew that Sarowa's hands are clean. That we should be calling these people out. That is the only area to make progress. So the judges, the president has distanced himself. So back to what we are talking about. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. To the best of my knowledge, I'm no longer into the matter. He's not handling his matter. From my little experience, I saw what happened. He has no case. And this thing should, it is supposed to be resolved politically. If the president is saying that probably it will be a very shameful thing to Nigeria or something like that, you ask Attorney General to discontinue the matter. I don't know whether you get what I'm saying.
Sure.
So that is just it.
So invariably, you are saying that the president's body language is not in favor of release of Nnamdi Kanu.
Of course, it's not. We are not in this time when we carry out demonstration asking the president to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People say that we are the ignorant people, a gogro set of people talking about nonsense in the social media and the television, that we are protesting against the judiciary. We are not protesting against judiciary. Judiciary was there, and somebody took that matter there. And you are protesting the person. You can withdraw it, which is normal. You don't even need it. Just spam. Attorney General withdraw this and everything end. That's what we are saying. That's what you are protesting. It's the president. And why this thing is penning me? It's penning me. I continue to say it anywhere I went. All of them has benefited from my own activism. I can say it from Wike. When Rotimi Amechi used the military, deployed military, wanted to kill Wike, I was on one media house shouting, "You don't do this kind of thing." We were criticizing what Rotimi Amechi was doing, because what he was doing that time was wrong. You use military men, and they were going, all those Wike supporters in their houses. They were shooting most of them in Port Harcourt. We are here raising alarm, criticizing it. President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, when President Obasanjo withheld his Lagos State allocation, we are criticizing it. We are saying it is not good, it is bad. When Jonathan was doing this thing, I continued to ask for his apology, for his forgiveness. I'm talking about Jonathan. All of us who went to Ojota, we protested Occupy Nigeria. We moved, enter Naibos, go to Ojota, do the protest. When Adam Soshimole was arrested, I was in the protest with Chimoban.
Late Chimoban.
Late Chimoban. We were there in Lagos. When we heard that he has been arrested by DSSS, we intensify our protest. What are we talking about? Why should you now want to destroy what we are known for? That's why I say that I'm not happy with the president, because I was seeing him as a Democrat. But you can never know who somebody is until you give the person power. So this son of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, yes, you are not the person that arrested him. But now that you have come on board, I thought that first day you said that subsidy is gone. You would have used that opportunity. Everything that has to do with Nnamdi Kanu discontinued. My brother, come. What is the problem? I just came in. Why are you agitating? Why do you want to be on your own? Tell us. You are my son. You are my brother. What is the problem? Can we talk? So he went and said, look at what I'm agitating. Look at what I'm agitating for Biafra as a result of this. You said, okay, why not allow me? Give me time. Let me see how I can address all those issues. Because from what I'm seeing, will be more formidable if we are one. There's no need of everybody disintegrating. Let's see how we can make it. You start addressing all those issues that gave rise to the agitation. Even his supporters will say, Oga, since this man have done it, let us. So this is how all this have been done. Not you are keeping him. Rather, you are sending police and the military to go and negotiate with the real bandits. They are coming to meeting with a AK-47, Bull, Karashikan, what have you. And you are keeping this one. Anytime it's coming to court, to deploy all the whole army, give us 30 persons, police give us 400 persons, making mockery of Nigeria. And those who are supposed to advise you are not giving you the real advice. So that is why I said he is the person that is with him.
Let's look at it. How do you feel as a lawyer seeing some of these judgments from the courts? How do you feel?
I feel bad. Though I don't want to go into that. I have taken a judge to court to NJC. I don't want to go into the details because you are not a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. You engage me that please I should represent you, and you don't need to be a lawyer to know that once you have okay. Let me just use something like land. And the court said, anybody with his CFO, anybody with his this should be declared the owner of the land. And I have this. And anybody with this should not be declared. And the other person have this. Only for you to change it. Only for the judge to change it. You that is my client, what will you ask me? Because you don't need to be a lawyer for you have read it. That's one of the things Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is complaining. And that's one of the things that he made some of us that we should allow him to handle his case. Just like as I told you, my duty is in court. My duty first is to the court before my client. If I enter court as a lawyer, I'm a worshiper in the temple of justice. I don't know whether you know what I'm saying.
Why?
And my Lord is the Lord who is the master of the court. So I'm a worshiper. So my client whom I'm representing, my own duty to him is secondary, while that of court is first. Now, where my Lord made a mistake or say something in terms of ruling, what I'm expected to do is as the court pleases. No matter how I grieve, I will say as the court pleases, my Lord will thank you for the ruling. Then if you now want to go on appeal, you go on appeal. But you that is a lawyer, how can you see that judgment, that rule, you know that it is wrong. You know that it is wrong. And your lawyer is thanking my Lord for that ruling. I don't know whether you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
You feel somehow. When we see a lot of things happening in court, you begin to ask yourself a question. My book on terrorism will come out by February. Now, in terrorism is a crime. Now, for you to prove the offense of terrorism, there must be A, B, C, D. And the law said if you have A, B, C, and there is no D, it will collapse. But in the situation whereby the law said A must be there, B must be there, you did not prove A that is there, B that is there. You now go to D, and the person you are trying, you said, no, my Lord, you said this A must be there. And you said, don't worry, I will address A when I finish D. He said, no, my Lord, the law said that you must do A, do B, do C before you get to D. So in that particular position, as a lawyer, I will say as the court pleases, and I will leave it at that.
Even in pains.
Even in pains. So you that is not a lawyer who is my client, you may not understand it. You may say, but I would have just tell my that is the issue. So you are asking why all these judgments pencil off. I'm not doing any other thing. This is my own Obete market. This is my own Pachanja market. This is my own Use market. So when people begin to lose confidence in the judiciary, what will I be doing? I have a client, I think I told you this the other day. I have a client, he has 6 duplex there in Guarempa. People are living there. They are not paying. He said, Max, just eject everybody there. Tell me your price without court. Don't go to court. Use anything. He's living in Canada with the family. I said, no, there is nothing. He said, is it court? He said, yes, let them leave. Don't even bring. I pleaded. He said, no. If it is Nigerian court, forget about it. I said, okay, let me use my money now and be doing it. He said, if it's Nigerian court, forget about it. The wife now called. So there is no any other way you can do this thing. I said, there is no. He said, can't you use Ambanga? Can't you use a tout? Can't you use police, pay police money? I said, no. They were hiding saying, they say, no, there is no judicial in Nigeria. So that is the and when if it continues like that, we are leading to the state of anarchy. I saw one who told the client, do you think that I'm going to court? I will do something that I will do here. Is there people that will come and take me to court, to police? A very big, bad threat. Better leave. He left. So it's discouraging. It's not good.
All right, let's go to the case you have you instituted against the NMA. What's it? Association. What's it all about?
Well, my dear brother, it's rather unfortunate the kind of society we're in. Mazi Nnamdi, it started in this way. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was at the DSSS, passing through a lot of having a lot of medical issues. So he now pleaded with us that we should talk to DSSS, that we let DSSS allow him to get his own private doctor, which we pleaded. So DSSS now said that we should also bring our own doctor. So we now brought Professor Martin Aj. Professor Martin Aj was the former Provost, College of Medicine, Professor Emeritus, former Dean, Faculty of Science, Faculty of Medicine, University of Nigeria and Soka. He is retired, Professor Emeritus. So we brought him, he now came and examined Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. After examining Nnamdi Kanu, he wrote a report that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be taken to National Hospital for proper medication. So, based on that report, we now apply to court. We told DSSS said they cannot take him except there is an order of court. We now apply to court for court to order DSSS to take him there. Lo and behold, they will file the motion. The prosecution filed a counter affidavit deposed by another medical doctor, DSSS medical doctor, countering all those things Professor Aj said. Professor Aj take specimen of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, run test, gone through this thing, and were able to examine what is disturbing this man and wrote. Now, you that has never examined Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you never had any issue, any this thing with him. You now write a counter affidavit countering what Professor Aj said, saying that is a lie. I've never seen that kind of medical misconduct in my life. We petition the man to Nigerian Medical Council. Of course, in their way. I've written about 2 petitions there. They don't read the petition. They normally do collabi. I can tell you this, speaking by experience. Now, when the matter now came up, when the issue now came up, we now approach court with respect to his health. And that was when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was about to open his defense. So the court now said, directed Nigerian Medical Association to examine, 1, the health condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and 2, whether Nnamdi Kanu is fit to stand trial. That was the order of court. So court adjourned. I think gave them 8 days. So while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in his cell room at the DSSS, waiting for the medical association to send people that will come and carry out the order of court, you never see them. The thing we now saw in court is medical report. So, and they serve us through our lead counsel, then they serve us in court. I said, So before I could say Jack Robinson, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu entered court. I was the person that said, Mazi, look at the medical report these people wrote. He said when? Before we could say Jack Robinson, the court now, my lord now entered inside the court. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was we were unable to say it, to discuss with him. The prosecution now say, my lord, in line with court order, my lord, we have done the medical look at the report. My lord adopted it. So it was after court when I asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I said nobody came to examine him. Where did they get the sample and this thing? They used to write this report. And in that report, they wrote a lot of things. We said what? Now, we now call them, we notify them. How do you people manage to come up with this report? And they did not do anything. They were making noise about it. To worsen the issue, the court ordered. The court made the order. The medical report came earlier before the order. I think that order was made, is that in the last week of September? I've forgotten the date the order was made. That was when the order was made, or 8th of October, thereabout. But the report now came via a date that came before the order. I don't know whether you're getting what I'm saying. Now, does it mean that what actually happened? So I began to inquire, and the court also ordered that the chief medical director of National Hospital should be involved. They sidelined him. Then what happened? If you should ask me, I don't know what happened. But do you make any inference? Yes, I make inference. Inference I made is that these people must have collected money from federal government. They must have collected bribe and to behave in such a manner. Otherwise, I don't know what will make a medical doctor who was sworn in to protect lives, to save life, will go and write a report of somebody, medical report. No psychology, no medical psychology into that thing. Because one, somebody may be physically fit, but the person will not be mentally fit. You need to examine the person very well. Somebody you may be seeing somebody talking, but you don't know that the person is having a lot of issues. You need to calm the person down. You need to work on his psyche, work on his mental before you will now ask him to enter trial. They wrote that report, and they said that from their own findings, he's fit to face trial. Shame on Nigerian Medical Association, and I'm believing that up to now, Nigerian members of Nigerian Medical Association has not even moved a motion that those people, those their leaders should step aside. They don't know their left and right. They are fraudsters. I'm saying it and without missing words, because you are playing with somebody's life. A case of this magnitude. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have sued them for 50 million naira. Let me see how they will come out of it.